He is so funny, so great. I'm so excited to bring up my friend Guido Saltarelli.
Give it up for Madison, everyone. Keep it going for Madison. All right, stop. Fuck yeah. Who gives a shit? I'm up here. All right. Great way to start. All right. I got engaged 21 days ago, which is good for her. It's good for her. Very proud of her. She worked really hard. 21 days ago, we got engaged. 24 days ago, I got yelled at by her for not being engaged yet. Related, those events are. They're very related. But we're living together, so we're gonna go straight to hell. It's gonna suck. It's pretty hot there, I heard. Either way, we're living together, and we sleep on a bed below a ceiling fan. And I don't like ceiling fans because they're haunted. Everybody knows that. But anyway, so this one morning, I woke up before her because I work harder. And she was like, "Hey Guido, could you turn off the ceiling fan? I'm getting kind of cold." I was like, "Of course I can do that. It's the morning, so it's no longer haunted. Thank you for understanding that." So I reached up to pull the anal beads that are in every ceiling fan for some reason. And I pull it once and it starts to slow down, so I'm like, I got this. This is one of these two pulls. Pull it once, slows down, pull another time, it's gonna stop. I know ceiling fans. I know. So I reach up to pull it again. My fiance jumps in. She says, "Hey, you have to pull it harder." I was like, "Thank you for the input. I thought I had this. But I will now adjust from medium strength to full strength." So I pull it again, and it broke. So I'm sitting there with the anal beads in my hands. I'm like, "Why did you tell me to pull it harder?" And she said, "I was being sarcastic." I was like, "Has that ever worked for you?" Sarcastic instructions. You know what that is? That's just saying the opposite of what you want, then hoping that I realize that you're a fucking asshole. That's all that is. I was at a funeral for a friend a little while ago. And I was sitting there. It was because he died, by the way. Because he died. Like, he didn't invite me. Unless you consider a death of a close friend an invitation, which it kind of is. It kind of is. You're supposed to go. Anyway, so I was at a funeral. And I was sitting there, I was sad, because naturally it's a funeral. And I noticed that there is a brand new baby at the funeral. Brand new. Like, straight out of the box, brand new baby. And I was just like, how long did that baby know the deceased? Like 16 weeks? That baby did not know my friend, I did. And this baby had the audacity to cry louder than anyone else? So disrespectful. Disrespectful. I don't know, you can't bring the newest form of human life to a death party. It's just gonna ruin the vibe. It's all messed up now. Now you could bring a dead baby. Thematically, that works. It fits the theme of death. It works. You can do that. It's all right. It's fine. Legally, probably not. Probably not. Morally, probably not. I guess the way you could bring a dead baby to a funeral and it wouldn't be illegal is if you're just like, someone just killed my fucking baby. Help me find him. You're like, thank God you told us. Let's go get the baby killer. That was 1 minute too long with the dead babies. I used to be in the 5th grade. I was there for about a year. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. Get out of here. When I was in the 5th grade, I was in the free lunch program, which sucks. It's a terrible thing to be in. because especially the first day of school, I always feared the first day of school because you would have to tell the lunch lady that you were on the free lunch program and make sure that none of your friends found out so they wouldn't make fun of you for the next year. So it was very nerve-wracking when I was in line and I'm about to approach the lunch lady cashier. I was just like, all right, we got to keep this discreet. So I would approach her, I'd be like, hey, I'm on the free lunch program. Let's try to recognize my face pretty quickly. And we can keep this on the DL. Then she said, what? I was like, I'm on the free lunch program. My name is Guido Saltarelli. It's a rare fucking name. Please, just let me go. Just let me go. Let me get out of here, please. And she said, you have to speak up. I was like, I'm on the free lunch program. It's on the fucking paper in front of you, lady. We get together. Because of her, all my friends called me a free lunch fag. I didn't even know what it meant. I was just like, I don't like their tone. It just seemed mean-spirited. And I was like, I don't like how you're saying that. But I was like, I gotta figure this out. So I looked it up and I was like, it was gay, and I was like, I'm not doing any gay stuff, so it must have something to do with this $5 that I don't have. So I'll just get $5 and have it on me at all times. Someone would come up to me like, hey Guido, you're gay. I'd be like, would a gay guy have $5? I don't think he would. Kids are getting nicer. They're doing all right. Doing pretty good. Like now. Back then in the 80s, you know, when I was born, you know, it wasn't very nice. But now they're nice. If you see these videos, there's a lot of YouTube videos out where it's like a high school football game, and then both teams will agree to put in like one of the handicapped kids who's like been a water boy the whole year. It's like a way to just like kind of like, let's give him something cool to do besides give us water. And I think that's nice. They'll put him into the game. The other team's like, don't tackle him. They're like, okay. And then they put him in, and then they give him the ball, and then he runs a long way. And all the kids are trying to tackle him, but they're not really. And they let him score a touchdown. He runs a long way. And I'm just like, isn't that beautiful? Aren't we just doing great? That makes me happy. And they play some good music and everything makes me sad but happy, one of those things. But then I started to think about it, I was like, I don't know about that. Because what's going to happen the next game? Like that kid's going to be on the sideline. His team's going to be down by 14. And he's going to be like, hey coach, I am averaging 67 yards a carry. Put me in the game. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well at all. I've got a hemorrhoid in my ass. The good news, it's still in my ass. That's the good news. The bad news is it's there. It's there. And I was concerned enough to where I was like, I gotta go to the doctor about this. And I don't know, if you've ever been to a doctor for anything to do with your butt, the doctor is gonna ask you several questions. Proud gay man here. Congratulations, that's good. He's gonna ask you several questions about anal sex. Like, in more than one way. And he's gonna try to trick you too. He's gonna try to trick you. It'll start off easy. It'll just be like, so Guido, have you ever had anal sex before? And I'll be like, no. And he'll be like, well, even with a guy? No, but you almost got me there. You almost got me. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You almost got me. Then he asks like 5 more questions in different ways if I'm gay or not, basically. Just anal sex, whatever. That's not gay necessarily. You can do it once. Everybody gets one. Anyway, so after he grilled me about if I've had anal sex or not, and I passed the test, I guess, he was just like, all right, now we're gonna take a look at that butthole. He wasn't professional at all. And he's like, so if you could just bend over. So I like bend over like this, and he's like, you could put your hands on the table if you want. I'm like, okay, thank you. This is my first time. And so then he gets in there. He like peeks in there, and he's just like, all right, clearly there's some hemorrhaging here. I'm like, I was aware of that. It's like, but there's something else I'm seeing that has me a bit concerned. And I was like, okay. It's like, so if you could get on the table and lay down on the table so I could get a closer look. I was like, okay. Now, have you ever presented for somebody? You would go face down, right? Like that's what I did. I was like, this will give him great access. He's gonna be really pumped about this. I just knew how to get it. He's gonna be like, yeah, you get it. You get it. I did that, and he was just like, no, what are you doing? I was like, what? And he's just like, get on your side and pull your knees to your chest. I was like, oh, I could see how that would be better for you. So then he reaches in, I was like peeking, he reaches into a drawer and he pulls out this like camera thing, magnifying glass that looks bigger than most thumbs that I've seen. And I was like, I know where that's going. And he gets it and he puts it in there. He didn't do it like that way, he was gentle. And he puts it in there, and at first I was like, I don't want it. And then he was just like, pretend like you're going to the bathroom, and went right in. That's something I learned. And so it was in there, so he looks around in there, pulls it out, and then he like looks at me very sincerely with a concern on his face. I'm like, shit. And he's like, so Guido, you said that you've had 0 anal sex. I was like, what the fuck did you just see? What'd you see? Come on with it. They just referred me to a surgeon. They asked me if I was gay. I said, no, I don't think so. I'm starting to question now, though. And then they were just like, okay, it's not cancer. I'm like, thank you. That's good to know. I will see you later. That was it. But when I first met my girlfriend, she said that she was really into that kinky stuff. And that kinky stuff, I was like, oh boy, that's pretty cool. I thought she said slinky, though. So I pushed her down the stairs. Thank you very much. That's my time.